be demonstrating how to execute the mattress stitch. The mattress stitch is an invisible vertical seam that joins two pieces of stockinette together. I generally like to work the mattress stitch using my yarn tail. The reason for this is it makes for a nice sturdy join, which is generally a stress point, and also it is one less end that I need to weave in. But if you do not have a yarn tail to use, I'll show you how to join with a separate piece of yarn. You'll go ahead and go into cast on edge on one side and come to the opposite side and do the same thing. Draw your yarn through, and then you'll come back to the same spot that you went in, and you can see before I pull that close that it makes like a figure 8, and this joins your yarn very securely and makes for a nice sturdy join when you don't have a yarn tail to work with. But I'm going to go ahead and take that out so that I can show you how to do the mattress stitch with your yarn tail. Now I have very sneakily hid a pink yarn tail here that I attached just for demonstration purposes so that you can easily see how to do the mattress stitch. So if this is my yarn tail, I'm going to come to the opposite side, and this technique works whether your tail is on your left or right, working from left to right or right to left, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to come under this cast on stitch on the opposite side and draw my tail through. And now it's time to start doing the sewing, I guess you could say. And how we do that is you can see here at the edge is our edge stitch, or our first stitch. Now it really is quite an unattractive or wonky stitch. That's just the nature of them. And here is, so that's our first full stitch, and here is our second full stitch. And in between those two stitches there are horizontal bars, and that is what we're going to be picking up, these bars. That's how we're going to do the sewing. So for just the first stitch only, I'm going to come in, see if I can turn this down here, and I'm going to find that first horizontal bar, and I'm going to go under that and draw my yarn through. And then I will come to the opposite side, and from now on I will be picking up 2 bars every time that I will be seaming. So and to do the mattress stitch, you always go in where your yarn last came out. So my yarn on this side came out of this hole here, I'll call it. Take your tapestry needle and go under 2 bars on that side, drawing your yarn through. And then I'll come back to the left side here. You see my yarn came out of this area here. So I'll go under and pick up 2 stitches on the left side. And I'm going to keep coming back and forth, picking up 2 bars on each side. So here I am. Here's the hole where I came out on this right side. So I will go ahead and pick up the next 2 bars here. Just like that. Now some directions will have you pick up 1 bar on each side all the time. It does create a very sturdy seam, but it doesn't have much elasticity and it is a bit bulkier, so that's why I prefer just to do 2, but either is fine. So here I am, keep working side to side and keep uncurling this so you can see where we are. Go into the hole where I last came out and pick up 2 bars. Back and forth, back and forth. And here we are. Came out of this hole, so I'll pick up the next 2 bars. Now if you start seaming and you notice that maybe one piece is a little bit taller or longer than the other piece, you can ease in the fullness a little bit, if we'll call it, by picking up only 1 bar on the short side. So here I would be on my piece that maybe is just a little bit longer. So I'll pick up 2 bars on this side. And then on the side that might be a little shorter, I'm only going to pick up 1 bar. You might need to do that a couple times just to kind of even it out, and that'll all be fine. But here you can see it creates a nice seamless join, and that's the mattress stitch. Happy knitting!